video explains a change in the Strategic Business Reporting exam, which will take effect from September 2023.
From September 2023, question 1 in the Strategic Business Reporting exam is changing. It will still be worth 30 marks and it will still always examine group accounting. However, candidates will now be asked to use a pre-populated spreadsheet to correct a draft consolidated financial statement or an extract from a draft consolidated financial statement. Candidates will only be asked to deal with one type of financial statement, and this will either be a consolidated statement of financial position, a consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, or a consolidated statement of cash flow. The requirements to adjust this draft statement will always be worth between 10 and 14 marks.
The reason for the change is so that the exam better reflects the workplace, since candidates will be using spreadsheets in their day-to-day roles.
To prepare for the change, candidates should use the updated specimen papers on the practice platform. This is question 1 from specimen paper 1. And in the requirement, we can see that candidates are being asked to use the pre-populated spreadsheet response option to prepare a corrected consolidated statement of financial position. This is worth 12 marks. Candidates will have 2 response options, a word processor and a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is pre-populated with the draft financial statements. If candidates accidentally delete any figures from these draft financial statements, they can also find them replicated in the final exhibit. One of the issues that we need to adjust for in this question is an associate, which is still measured at the cost of purchase. Below the pre-populated spreadsheet, candidates will find a workings section. And what we've got here is a working to calculate the group's share of the associate's profit. Whilst candidates could do this working within a cell, that can be difficult for markers to follow, so we are recommending the use of clearly labelled workings. That 18.6, we need to post a double entry to adjust for that. What we're recommending is that candidates use clearly labelled columns to show their adjustments. The markers can clearly see the double entry against the associate and against group retained earnings, and would be able to award candidates 1 mark for each side of that adjustment.
This is question 1 from specimen 2. Looking at the requirement, the candidate is asked to use the pre-populated spreadsheet response option, and this time they are looking at a draft statement of cash flow. In the spreadsheet, if there are gaps within the pro forma, this is space given for candidates to type in any extra row titles. In Exhibit 2, one of the adjustments that needs to be made is for the depreciation charge in the year that needs to be added back to the profit before tax. Candidates should be aware that in the spreadsheet response option, brackets will not be able to be used to show negative numbers. A minus sign should be used to show adjustments that are negative. This adjustment here for the depreciation charge would attract 1 mark in the exam. These 2 specimen exams can be found on the ACCA practice platform, and candidates are encouraged to go and use those to make sure that they are prepared for the new exam question 1 style that will be examined from September 2023.